All right. All right. Hold up. Yo, so my bad, everyone. I think I think my stream just disconnected in the most random point. I have no idea what happened. It literally just said my Wi-Fi went out, even though it didn't go out. So apologies. It's kind of annoying because we have like what 50 people in here or so. But like, yeah, I'll get back to it. Just let me do this real quick. Boss on Doris Burke. Colin said, yeah, I mean that was what she did today was this. So I call off work tomorrow. That starts at 8:30. You should honestly. Doris Burke. I don't really understand how they're allowing her to just like complain. Like she's so obviously biased. At this point, it's fine. You can have your preference if you don't want to like shade whatever. But like doing it every single play, if you want to point it out once or twice, like if you made a joke maybe once, oh it's free from merch or whatever. Bring up Twitter language every single time is very unprofessional. And I know Doris Burke is a smart person most of the time, right? Like just doing that over and over just feels really, really unprofessional from her. I don't really understand that. Like the entire broadcast itself, like I felt like there was a clear agenda, and it's fine. Like the viewers are against the Shea, the viewers are against the Thunder. They get annoyed a lot at the calls they get, so it makes sense, right? You can get annoyed at them, cool, but like catering so much against the Thunder side is like kind of just ridiculous, you know. But I'm glad Richard Jefferson pressed her a bit. Yeah, hold up, give me like 5 seconds, and I'll be back. We're back. Yeah, I'm really glad Richard Jefferson like finally like was the one who just pushed back against her because like she just kept going and going like every single foul call like no matter what the replay said like Rudy Gobert could have his entire like hand on Shea, and she would say Shea, this is why NBA Twitter calls Shea free from motion, like what, you and the commentator should be saying Rudy Gobert shouldn't be reaching there. That's a smart foul. That's a smart pickup by Shea. 'Cause Gobert was right there. That's what the commentator should be adding. The commentator shouldn't be just saying, "Oh, that's why Shea's a free throw merchant." Like end of the day, they're here to educate the viewers, not to like push agendas or like reiterate agendas, right? Because like if I'm someone at home who isn't on NBA Twitter, which is again most of the viewers, like 90% of the viewers have no idea what's on NBA Twitter or social media, right? Again, like most of the viewers are almost older, right? If I'm watching it and you just keep telling me Shay's a free throw merchant, I'm gonna eventually believe it, right? But if you educate me that oh Shay's being smart, they're not guarding Shay right, then maybe I won't think that. 40-point triple double, damn near by Shay, man. Yeah, we're back our fine, bro. I don't know why my Wi-Fi went out. That was really annoying. And I get it's a minis game, but the difference between wide open Wolves freeze and Chet's dunks were hilarious. I don't know what Mike Breen's problem was. He had like no energy in the first two games for the Thunder at home, and now he had so much energy for Minnesota with the crowd. Again, the entire broadcast just feels weird. I feel like complaining about broadcasts is like such a small thing that I would barely like ever do in most cases. Like I could really care less. Like most of the time, it's like such small stuff. But it's been like such a clear bias. It's been such a clear like um mini sabotage. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. It was so weird. It said my Wi-Fi was on, but then OBS just said it disconnected. So that was really funny. But yeah, I don't know what the broadcaster's problem was. But again, that's my final issue. Well, you know the bad thing is we're gonna have to hear them in the finals. That's my only issue. That no matter what, like I wish I could be saying we only have like one or two more games to deal with them, but like no, ESPN has the entire finals. ABC has everything. Like whatever. I just hope that NBC and Amazon, whenever they're added, finally like change this a bit. Yeah, Shay's right. Colin, Shay's right. Like the Thunder still like they were not good. They were not good enough defensively today. Like no matter what, Minnesota shot well, but like any game where the Thunder allow 126 points, like considering how good we're on defense, like that's not. There's a lot of margin to improve on. I don't think we forced enough turnovers. I lied. We forced a lot of turnovers. I lied, but we've always had bias against us in national TV this year. But it feels crazy this series. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, like considering Oklahoma, they're like a new team. Like usually, like they're gonna be biased against us. But you know what I think the issue is? I think the issue is that media nowadays is like too catered to like the young audience, too catered to like online narratives. I think that's the main issue. Like Doris Burke clearly spends like 10 hours a day on Twitter or like TikTok or something, bro. That's the main issue here. Like the national media should stay away from like what younger fans are doing. What the narrative on Twitter is like. They should not be. They should not be the same thing. Denver literally showed us how to defend showed how to defend SGA double and others make. Minis for some reason wants to roll the dice and act surprised when Shai draws a foul a lot. Yeah, I tweeted it the other day. I think like for game one when they were complaining about Shai's fouls. If you don't want to foul Shai, if you do not want to foul Shai, for obviously you have to be smart. But second of all, don't play a man to man. Like it's so easy for Shai to like just create an advantage on you and get by you 1-on-1. He's like the best 1-on-1 player maybe ever. Like maybe since Jordan, right? He might be in that conversation. Like pure 1-on-1 scoring, it's undeniable, right? Harden obviously in that conversation too. Yeah, Caruso had a lot of huge plays around the rim this game. He had that one goaltending one lane in the game where Chet was like stuck. Chet lost the dribble. He had nowhere to go. Caruso made a back cut timely when they started to pressure the ball on Chet. That was great. Dante, and J Mac come out for six. Yeah, J Mac has been insane this series, and Kel has been insane. Last two games, it's like OKC versus the world. I don't get why they hate the team. Again, I don't think the media actually hates the team. I just think like everyone's just like they're kind of being made to hate the team. Like when all you hear about it on Twitter or like social media is like negative about the Thunder. They're fouling a lot. Shay's flopping. Like obviously it's gonna get to your head, right? Like even for I've seen some Thunder fans even say like we get away with a lot, but you only start saying that because other people say it too. Some of those late shot clock cases. I forgot about those. The Cason mid ranges, they saved the day. Those two Cason mid range shots saved the day. He had done one like out of the inbound where it was like fading away. It was like a Devin Booker type, like rising over the top of your shot. Hold up, we can look at it right now. That one was crazy. That one was crazy. Like the other ones kind of made sense. Like the other one was kind of in rhythm, but like if my Wi-Fi, I think my Wi-Fi is just messed up, man. Today, Minnie's basically playing Russian roulette with Shai and losing most of the time. Yeah, they're just daring him to like be good enough to win, and he's just gonna do that every single time. This was the case in free. That was good. Shai as a playmaker was awesome today. Also, I think this is the first case in midi, right? In between. Guess what spot Gobert obviously not like playing at the level here. That was a nice rise on midi, but this is the main one. This main one was like the 4 seconds on the shot clock. At this point, Minnesota's on a huge run, right? And obviously, I think they just stopped Shai or Shai had like a bad pass or something like that. Uh, Minnesota can take the lead in the very next possession, and then this happens here, and then Cason gets the ball, rise over the top of you, and Anthony Edwards like grill just hits the midi. Like again, small plays that go a long way. Again, Cason's 21 years old. Like, and if you said Cason was 20, if you said Cason was like 31, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference most of the time. Like, I know the maturity stuff that a lot of people say is like crazy, like just gassing it, but like he legitimately is like such a mature player. He plays his role so well. I don't know how many like second year players can play 30 minutes a game, man. And same for Chet, right? Chet's like basically a second year player, but like even then he's like 23. He played a huge role on Gonzaga. But yeah, Cason being like a high end role player at 21, like he's gonna be a Drew Holiday. Like I know people just use the Drew Holiday comp for like every single young defensive guard, but like there's a legit chance he becomes that Drew Holiday type of player like 5, 6 years from now. Like Shai and Cason in the backcourt is the future. Like no matter what, I think the Thunder very clearly have like a core 4 players, and this is not meant to be disrespectful to anyone else, but Shai, J-Dub, Chet, and then Cason. I think Cason's like the fourth guy. It's not a big four, but he's the fourth. He's like the fourth like core piece in this entire team. Like going forward, like no matter what, he's gonna be. You can add maybe Jordan there, some other guys, but those four, no matter what, are gonna be like how you build this team around. Those are gonna be starters. Maybe starting next year, maybe in the year after that. Who knows, right? But like they're gonna get big contracts in the next 12 to 18 months or whatever it is. And then also Cason had those huge steals. Yeah, Cason had those huge steals. He had that one back tapping Randall, one just in transition, insane. Yeah, we have a replacement for Dort if he demands a bigger pay. It's not even a replacement. I just feel like over time it just makes sense that Cason's gonna be that guy, you know? Like, but yeah, you're gonna have to prioritize some guys eventually, and I think Cason's very clearly number 4 on that list, no matter what. Offensive improvements this offseason. It's not even just offensive improvements. He just needs to become more comfortable, you know? Like, Cason's shot is so good for, like, how it looks, right? It's, like, it's a very clean jumper. It's a very, like, very clean mechanical jumper. It's a quick shot. Like, not every single player's jump shot can improve very easily. Cason's shot, like, looks like it can become, like, very good very quickly. You know, he was really good year one. This year took a little step back as a shooter efficiency wise, but like I think he can shoot a lot of tougher shots. And we have Topic, yeah, obviously. Funner up. Cason has some of the best defensive hands I've seen. He kind of is like a mini Kawhi, man. Like it's so nonchalant how he just like gets like a defender gets in front of him, he steals it from behind like a little back tap. No, iHeart was not bad today. It's just like the Chet and iHeart minutes were still like not that good. Like again, Loki, like Hartenstein could just play like backup center for like the rest of the series, you know, where again the minutes are not proportional, but like Chet played 33, Hartenstein played 15, 16. If Hartenstein just accepts like a high end bench role, right, where he's playing 16 to 20 minutes, I think 15 is on the lower end. Behind Chet most of these games, like that's gonna be huge. But main thing is it's not even an iHeart thing. It's like the Chet the 5 lineups are like so elite that you have to give at least like 20, 30 minutes a game. Yeah, I'm so ready for Cason next year, man. There's gonna be some games where like you know what disappointed me this year? That every time like a bunch of our guys were out, like Shai, J-Dub or Chet, like mainly Shai, when Shai sat out, Cason was also injured. So like he never got the chance to like shoot 20 shots in a game. But I really want him to have like a few of those chances next year where like he can just chuck up a bunch of shots, and just become more comfortable. Obviously, like for such at the end of the day, Cason was a ball handler at Kentucky. Cason was a guy who played point guard, so like he has some like on ball skills. He's a little comfortable with the ball. He hits some pull up twos. You know, he's a nice little layup package. Like he again 21 years old. He's gonna develop a lot. Cason learning from Shai. Yeah, I mean, having Caruso and Lewis are vets, especially Caruso, like off the ball. Like Caruso's like one of the smartest players ever, like defensively. That'll be huge. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Hold up. Someone said Shai on the Thunder's big for you with Chet and Jalen Williams. The scary part is we're still growing. Yeah. Yep. And that is, I can't get over this Jalen stat line, man. Thinking about this like 2 weeks ago, the fact that Jalen could have like this type of game, like a lot of Thunder Twitter was like became so low on J-Dub, they kind of like blamed him for the Denver series, but like him being able to pull off this type of game is absurd, man. Let's fight Ed's kids and have them sit courtside. You can see like Edwards was becoming really like frustrated like down the stretch of that game. He was just chucking up bad 3-pointers after bad 3-pointer because like they were not letting him get a good shot off, and that's the point of why you pressure these stars so much. Because late in the game, they're still gonna try to get a shot off, but like just at that point they're not comfortable. They're still frustrated. Same with I don't think did Randall play the fourth quarter today. Like did he close? I don't know if Randall played much in like the last 5 6 minutes. I don't know. Hold up. The second half? No. Wait. Fourth quarter. Hold up. All right. He played four. Yeah, Randall only played 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. I don't think he played much, and you kind of like played him off the floor for like the second time in the series. He's had like the one good shooting game, game one, good game in the post, game three, game two, and game four, completely iced out, and wasn't even closing because of how many bad mistakes he made. And then, yeah, this Chet clip is really funny. Shout out Chet from Anthony Edwards. Well, I'm gonna post the playback reaction. Hold up, in like the end of I had an end of game reaction with Jace because we watched the games live. I'm gonna post a reaction on YouTube, after the stream probably. I know a lot of people asked about it last time, so J will barely play today. That's another adjustment that Mark made. He went with Kenrich over J will for like those third string backup big minutes, like just going small with Kenrich. I think that was an obvious decision, right? To just play Kenrich at the five a little more, give you like a little spurts. Jay will only play 3 seconds today. Jay will only took off his like warm ups for the last rebound. Randall playing his best. Yeah, no, Randall was insane this postseason. Randall has been dominating every single opponent. He was backing down Draymond. He went off against Golden State. Round one, who did they play? L.A. L.A. He had LeBron guarding him at sometimes, and he was able to back him down. He's an insane post player. He's an insane shooter now, and he was still and still like the fun are just like we can have this conversation right now. Like, are the Thunder just like one of the best post up defenses ever? It's kind of crazy because like we don't have like a outside of J Will, we don't really have like a guy who's like insanely like dominant as a post defender, right? But because of like how well they react off the ball and how fast they are, like they just defended Jokic really well, right, for most of that series. They completely took Jaren Jackson Jr. out the game, and Randall's been pretty bad for most of the series. Like, are they just like an all time great post defense? Like, I don't think no one's talked about that, but like post up offense has become like a new, like, it's had like a new wave like the last few years. Like a lot of teams are like succeeding off post ups and having like guys like Randall, Siakam, Jaren Jackson, LeBron playing in the post, Jokic obviously, like a lot of like these bigger wings posting up, and the fun of just like low key being like the best in the league at guarding them for like a year now. Also, shout out Jada for being able to use his body more. Like he had one switch on Conley where he like, got destroyed. It could have been a foul where he like blocked him. Like outside of that, like he was able to like dominate mismatches all game. And I think Shea honestly has like another level he can reach in the series. Like he missed a lot of good looks he had on Gobert on switches. Gobert did a pretty good job keeping him away from like the paint, like and getting easy jumpers. But like if Shea still has like that one like a one really good shooting game left in his bag for the series. Yeah, Kenrich is to go. Corner frees keep killing us. That's why we answered with our 3 pointers. There was like this stretch in the yeah, it could have been 50 from Shea today. Like that was like a mediocre shot making game from Shea. What wasn't mediocre was like his ability to just get shots off every single time. That was like the big game changer and why he had such a good game. Dude, I cannot find my charger. Um, yeah, that was the yeah. You're right. She had a lot of jumpers that he missed when he switched on to Rudy. Yep, yep. Shout out. I cannot believe that J up shooting game, man. 6 of 9. I would have literally cried tears of joy if you told me that he's ever gonna have that type of game after that Denver series, man. I was praying Jada for just to be like a decent shooter, like go 2 for 5, like just make one shot down the stretch, right? There was like the game where I don't know if you guys remember where he airballed that 3 pointer in Denver like twice. I thought his wrist was like seriously just cooked. I thought J Dub's wrist was seriously just like cooked. I thought like the second that the Thunder were seasons was over, either by elimination or championship, we were gonna get like a notification that Jalen Williams needs like wrist surgery this offseason or something like that. Uh, yeah, he wasn't hesitating today either at all. That's another big part. Hold up, I'm trying to just look at J Dub's 3 pointers. We can look at that real quick. Petition to have me replace Doris Burke. Not for sure, man. And this was another thing, like the ability, like here, like this is off topic, but like, the ability to just like be able to blitz and every single time. I tweeted it out before last game. Blitz and every single time when Gobert's on the floor, so you have to force him to make a decision in the middle of the floor. That's exactly what happens here. You blitz and now you force Gobert to either finish over Chet or be able to make that pass over to McDaniel's, and obviously he misses that pass, tries to take it on Chet. Chet gets like a, pretty sure he gets a block here. First shot, Shai playing fast in transition, just confident, collected, all that. Yeah, Door was right there in hand skill all game. That's another good thing the Thunder did all game. And the Wolves did this really well last game, just getting like, if you're gonna gap against us, you're gonna have to go for these off ball screens. They did this a lot for Edwards, getting a lot of wing 3 pointers with Gobert screens. Thunder did stay with J up today. Another 3 pointer here. No, no, Gobert did fine. Gobert did fine. It wasn't a Gobert. Gobert wasn't like a liability offensively at all. But I would much rather live with that and him making those passes than letting Edwards walk into a pull up three. You know, I think he missed this one. Yeah, but oh, he didn't. Never mind. I'm tripping. But this is like another thing. Like, look how much space they're giving Jada, right? They're playing the drive. That's what they've been doing all playoffs, right? Just let Jada get to the. Just let Jada shoot that pull up free. Same with Shai. Just let them shoot the pull up free, and then don't let them get in the paint. Don't let them get in the mid range again. Another single time, pull up free. And then yeah, they do this a lot where second defenders coming for Shai, open free for J Dub every single time. Like that's the main thing, cause like J Dub, it's not even just J Dub as like a star himself, right? It's not even that. Damn, he shot. So J Dub shot 6 of 8 outside of this heave. If you take away the heave, J Dub shot 6 of 8, which is insane to think about. But main thing is like they're gonna be helping so much on Shai, and J Dub's usually like the closest guy to him, like with the one pass away guy. It's like him being able to make shots just makes life easier for Shai, you know. Uh, and this one was pretty deep. That's crazy, man. This one was pretty deep. Again, offensive rebounds, like the long rebounds today, definitely went in the Thunder's way today. We definitely got a bit lucky with the long rebounds, but yeah, this one was off. Like that's a lot of confidence to be able to like get that sidestep. That's a weird footwork, but like another 2 point game to end game four off. This was literally Grizzlies again. Yeah. Like outside of like the game, like the second half like comeback, yeah. This is literally been a Grizzlies series for the most part, yeah. Man, I crashed out when Joe made that one free. It was Shea masterclass. Man, Shea's ability to like get his feet up after like these bad games. It's like who it reminds me of? Like okay, not reminds me of, but like it's very LeBron esque. Like LeBron in the playoffs, like he always had like some bad games early in like the series, early in playoff series, like game two, game three. He would usually have like a bad game, and would come back like the next few games to end the series, like game four to game seven, and just come off like at a different level, like just completely figuring out the defense. Like Shea's ability to figure out defenses over the course of a series is very LeBron esque. It's very LeBron esque in a good way, obviously. Dude. This is like one of the best plays in Thunder history. I mean dead ass. Like, oh my god. I I watched the replay like 4 or 5 times, like when they were showing on the broadcast. I still don't understand how he was able to keep his pivot foot down and then make the pass, like perfectly make the pass through his legs, like while falling down. And obviously, Jetta finishes off, bro. Dude. Holy shit. I think this was the one, right? Because that's the thing I talked about. I literally just talked about. Like, they're going to help so much off of whoever J-Dub's man is because, like, they want to stop Shai, right? So they're going to give, like, a lot of good looks to J-Dub because he's the one closest to him, like, every single time. Again, Dort sets the screen so Gobert can't get there. Like, McDaniels is trying to take away the middle of the floor because Shai's just going to ice on the kill out again and again. My God, bro. Just beautiful. 10 assists for Shai. Man, it's beautiful. Look at Shai, man. So inspirational. Let's see what the takeaways from people are. Was this a Big Three's best game or was it game two? It's probably this game. Probably this game. It's probably this game. It's probably this game. Never mind. 94 points. Yeah, I don't think 94 points is being topped. Especially like the importance of each bucket. Hold on, I want to look at Chet's like one make also real quick. I haven't got a second look at that one. Hold up. It might have been. Wait, when was it? Was it this one? Yeah. Wait, no. Oh yeah, it was this one, bro. How did Chet is such a funky player, man. Like he's another player. He's another player. Like what do you call? Um, like we talk about being raw, being young. Like Chet is literally just growing. Chet is literally just growing into like a into like his weird body. He's like a giraffe, right? Like people say that with Wemby. It's kind of Chet. Like he's still learning how to be balanced. He's still learning how to get to on the floor. He's a little more polished. He's a little more like smarter. But like he just be trying stuff, man. Like he's still understanding like his like he once he gets more balanced, once he gets more strength, like it's not even like becoming like bigger, right? Like in terms of like body size, right? It's not like adding weight. It's becoming like just becoming more balanced, becoming more mature, like for your body. Like he's end of the day, he's like what 23, and half of Chet's time in NBA has been rehabbing from the 1 year he was out rookie season to the hip injury. Like every single time he's rehabbing, so it's like now he's not completely like in shape. Obviously, when he comes back, so hopefully Chet can get a like healthy off season, and like I feel like we're gonna get like the early season Chet back when he was like averaging like 18, 19, and like doing so many good drives and stuff like that. If he could stay healthy and get more experience, it'd help too. Yeah. I also feel like he's just gonna become more athletic. Also, Chet was hitting some tough 3 pointers today. Like, damn man, that's not an easy contest with McDaniel's right there. Yeah, more healthy. He's gonna get more explosive, more balanced, smarter. Oh, this one was nice, man. This was like a really nice like spin move. He obviously always goes to it, but like even without like the push or like fall or whatever happens, like look how well he keeps this on a string right here. Like no matter what, Nas was not gonna be able to get to that. This one was like one of his best, cleanest spins that he's had in a while. Yeah, Chet had a great little like push. We can see it right here. J Dub. Like I love this from Chet, man. Like the confidence to be able to shoot over like these short closeouts. Like this isn't something that Chet's always had. You know, it's still something like it comes and goes for him. Like this is tough, man. Tough. No hesitation off the closeout. J Dub does a quick drive. Like if all three of these players hit like their Shea, J Dub, and Chet, like they hit their respective like not ceilings or whatever, but like they all become like these better shooters. Like they're such a perfect fit, and I don't think people realize that yet. Like they just need to like progress together, progress their like IQ and stuff. They're right there. Chet huge putback. Well, and he had like one last jumper off of a Shea pass. This one, I think it was a. This one was an insane pass. This like insane instinctual pass by Shea. He was literally about to shoot to pull up free. You look at Shea's eyes right here, deadlocked on a 3 pointer, and then I'm pretty sure like he gets one leg up, and through the closeout, like through the like two hands, he gets his pass off. Chet was on the line, unfortunately, but like Still made it. Almost every single play, you can see Shai jump, Chet, they're all assisting each other. Like this is incredible tape, man. Like just rewatching the plays back makes it look even better than it did in real time. You look at like the encore performance today if you want. Damn, 128 offensive rating in Shades, man. So I think the Thunder as a whole did pretty good though. Went 132. Just in that's I think that's the Thunder's best playoff game, offensively ever. No, I lied. I lied. It's game two versus Denver. Game two versus Denver was one of the best playoff performance. I think the best playoff performance ever. I'm not saying that just to say that. I'm pretty sure I checked the numbers. She had like 162 offensive rating in that game, which is the best ever. But yeah, this one's up there. But one of the best for the Thunder, definitely. Yeah, Shai's playmaking this playoffs, bro. Like he keeps taking like these large steps every postseason. He went from like a baby level playmaker to like a pretty good playmaker last postseason. Then he took the Olympics this year. He went to like a pretty great level, and now this year, like he might be truly an elite playmaker now. Like this game two, game four of this series, game seven of Denver series, game five of Denver series, and game two of Denver series. Like five of like the best playmaking scoring performances in the last few years. The intentionally fouling stuff is just I don't like that. There doesn't need to be a replacement for everything, you know? Like it's a smart tactic, just let teams do what they want to do, you know? It doesn't always work. We literally saw it versus Denver. It doesn't always work. So like you're taking a risk still, right? You're still taking a risk. If Shai misses one of those free throws, maybe Minnesota wins the game, you know? Like as long as there's some risk involved, I think you can keep anything alive. That was a complete offensive game from beginning to end. Yeah. I only think there was like the beginning of the third quarter was like the only time like the offense was kind of flat. Some Canadian and Shai's my favorite player, but watching every minute of OKC's basketball has made me enjoy Chet and Jada more. I do wonder how many Shai Canadian fans are there. Like, because you're fans because of Shai because he's Canadian. Like, is that like a common thing? Like, I know obviously Canada has love for Shai, but like, are there like a lot of Thunder fans from Canada because of Shai directly? Like, just a random question. Yeah, I'm gonna see what is the timeline even saying today? Yeah, I don't know. NBA players to win MVP and have 10 plus playoff games with at least 30 points and 10 assists in the same season. There was an insane stat by StatMuse about Shai's postseason. Hold up. We can check that. Oh, you're a Raptors fan? That makes sense. That makes sense. Timberwolves led the game and rebounds, assists, points of turnovers, fast break. you They had more second chance points than us. I was about to say, I feel like that's the only difference, right? Damn it. We both had 19 offensive rebounds, actually. Damn. Wait, is that true? You guys see that? The Thunder had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds today. What the hell? Hold up. That's insane. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Like that's extreme. That's extremely rare. I'm wondering how close Minnesota was. Minnesota was somewhat close too, 1922. Yeah, yeah. Minnesota played such a great game today. Outside of their stars, like everything outside of Ant and Randall getting going, like everything went well for Minnesota. Yeah, J Dub started to go off at the beginning of the game too. He had like 10 of the Thunder's first. I think Jaden McDaniels and J Dub they went back and forth like the first few minutes of the game, and then obviously yeah, offensive rebound game today on both ends. Yep. I'm trying to see that Shai stat. Oh yeah, Chet winning in Minnesota, obviously the fourth player in NBA history. 49-10 is insane, man. Shai and Nikhil, yeah, Nikhil was crazy. I did not know. I did not know he was like this. It's kind of funny because Minnesota fans hated him before like game two, and now like the last two games, he's been like one of his best players. Yeah, SGA is the most 30-point games by an MVP in regular season since MJ. This was the style I was talking about. Can't believe we witnessed the Thunder shooting above 40% from free again. It was funny. You know what's really funny? Hold up. Let's go back. Uh, let's see. Where are we at? The Thunder are shooting 27.5% from free in six World Playoff games. I was genuinely convinced that the Thunder were just never gonna have a good offensive game on the road ever again. Like they struggled in Memphis for the most part. They did awful on the road in Denver. We remember that. Like all three games, they couldn't score at all. They couldn't score in game three. I didn't think it was physically possible for them to like find a way to score, find a way to like shoot well. I'm just so happy that like I can feel confident, a little bit of confidence when they're shooting a 3-pointer again. You know how annoying it is to see like the other team be able to shoot 40% at home, and the Thunder struggle to eclipse 30 from a night to night basis. Like I'm just happy that we finally got like that one game. We deserved it. The Thunder deserved it. You know, like they've been winning a lot of these games on the margins by like offensive rebounds with Shay's mid range dominance. Like we needed one good shooting game. You know, we're not this bad of a shooting team. We're not we're not obviously an elite one. We don't have a great shooting roster, but like this was absurd up to this point. SJ this year was crazy good, like 2016. Mark, I understand what you're saying. The second part, like he'll probably be undermined because of free throw miss. I don't think people will care that much a few years from now. People will forget, and especially when the numbers support his case. You know, when the numbers say Shea's not getting to the line that much, it's not gonna it's not gonna come up a few years from now. I think, especially if he wins the championship, I don't think people will care much. Like the only players that, like the free throw narrative sticks with are people who lose all the time, like Joel Embiid or James Harden, um, maybe even Chris Paul back in the day. Like those three players, like that people hated for the free throw stuff or the antics. They didn't win championships. They didn't. I don't think it'll be the same thing. One of the greatest peaks of all time on witnessing is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. Like the fact that I don't know, we can have an argument one day, maybe like a few months from now. Like in the off season, there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about, but like there could be an argument to be made that Shea's having like the greatest peak in Thunder history, or you can like obviously I'm not gonna have an opinion on that right now. Like we'll see what happens like the next round and two. I mean the next few, really the next few weeks, right? But there's an argument to be made, and that felt impossible, you know, considering like the Thunder's talent, where he started from. Like even when Shea started to break out in 2022, 2023, like, he still felt like it was a bit flawed. You know, even his first year as a superstar. Yeah, into, like you can make that leap to a superstar, but like a lot of players can plateau. Like let's talk about like Devin Booker, right? Devin Booker had like that huge breakout season, 27 points per game. They go to the finals. It's not guaranteed to continue improving after that. Like go to a 30 point per game score, 32 point per game score. He just kept ascending and ascending. Like absurd player, man. Absurd. If he gets his chip locked in, he's the go funner. Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah, yeah. I mean, a championship's a lot, man. Championship's a lot, man. Yeah, I agree with this. By the way, I just saw this. But like Mark Jackson, Jeff and Gundy were so good, man. I miss them so much. I kind of took them for granted. I know a lot of people like hated them at times for some reason, because they complained a lot about not the players but like other stuff. But like I much rather have that than bringing up NBA Twitter to like a Western Conference game where a player has 40 points. Like that's absurd. Y'all gotta learn no amount resorts. Yeah, yeah. Like the hate is only there because they're being so because they're rising so fast. Like people weren't expecting the Thunder to be this good this quickly. So like now they want a reason to like hate against it. People don't like seeing other teams win at this quick of a rate. It makes sense. People hated Boston. Boston won a championship. People hate Golden State. They won a championship. Like it's just how it goes. And Mr. or hand down, man down. Both of those phrases were like iconic. There's so many good moments. Like I think Richard Jefferson is fine. Richard Jefferson did a lot of pushback against Doris. I think he brings some like different element. But Mike Breen and Doris have like no chemistry at all. Doris is like in her own world sometimes. She just like starts talking about stuff that um do you see how good the offense can be when J-Dub Chair is shooting with quick triggers into gap? Yeah. Inbound cow. That's literally the thing. Because like every single team outside of Denver has just played gap defense against us, where they're basically gonna dare our wing players to just like shoot those 3 pointers, and most of the time that's J-Dub and Chet, in the 5-out offense. So really, all it comes down to is are they gonna be willing to shoot fast? Because we know what Shai's gonna do, right? Are they gonna be willing to shoot quickly? Are they gonna be able to make those shots? And like now that J-Dub and Chet were confident, maybe now that they're attacking well, like you can see such a huge difference from even last year, right? From Dallas second round compared to this year. Like forget Caruso and Hardenstein. Even if you take those away, I think the Thunder beat the Mavericks last year if they have this level of experience now, and they're used to playing that type of defense. If it was LeBron, Doris would be praising brilliance. I just think it's really weird to just like continuously. It's just really weird to continuously hate on like, or like the mind, like the MVP of the league, like the best player in the league. Like, come on. I know the NBA is pissed too because since Christmas, since like they missed their opportunity on Christmas, right? The NBA missed their opportunity on Christmas. They made a clear emphasis on pushing the Thunder, on pushing Shai as like one of the faces, as one of like the future of the league, right? Right, obviously, right? But like, and then you have like media partners like this, just like pushing hate against the Thunder, like or like just pushing narratives against them, right? I know the league is mad about that too. 40, 10, and 9. That's a signature performance. Yeah, yeah. Like this is gonna be, like those throwback clips that you see like 5, 6 years from now, like on this day, or like Shea against Minnesota in Game 4. Like this is gonna be like one of those performances we talk about in his career for a while, and he's had a few of them this postseason. That Game 7 against Denver is definitely one. Game 2 against Minnesota. This game, he's building moments, man. Like slowly but surely, like Shea is building that resume. He's building those. He's building that. He's building that sheet, man. The Wolf. I saw someone talk about that. I don't know what the reference was. Does anyone know what it was about? I heard I heard like people talking about it, but Doris Burke. That's crazy. I know the French and German don't like each other. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't. About Rudy Gobert and Isaiah Hartenstein, you bring up a World War II reference. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, someone's got to stop her, bro. That's actually hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I can't help but laugh at that. Um, yeah, I can't believe that. That's insane, man. Let's see. Chen, J-Dub. Probably allow us next season. We gotta give them a reason to be loud. Yep. Yep. The crowd has been great this conference finals. I think the crowd was kind of slacking in the early on in the Denver series, like Game 1 when they cheered for Russ. Um, it was kind of slacking, but like they've got it back. It was really good in Game 1 and Game 2. even though the ESPN broadcast kind of like toned it down for some reason. I'm not a hater either. I like and. No, yeah, no, you're not being a hater for saying that. Like, compare when Shai has a bad game or Shai has a bad moment, and compare to Ant, it's so insane. Like, 1 second ago, people, I mean, like a day ago, people were saying Ant has figured out an all time defense. Anthony Edwards is this, doing that, right? And now, like, he has an excuse, or now, like, no, like, I haven't seen anything about Edwards. Like, maybe a few comments here and there, but, like, no one cares. Like, the fact that Edwards was able to play so, like, pretty bad and just be like really nothing on both ends. He was not good defensively either. He made no impact plays on defense either, and Minnesota was still in the game. Like, that should speak to like his performance and like maybe his role today. Like, the Minnesota is still able to thrive without Edwards playing at an insane level. It's not carrying the team. Like, people think that that's what Shai gets, right? Like, Shai gets carried by the rest of the Thunder team. But like, what happened to Ant today? He didn't do anything, but his role guy stepped up. Imagine if the roles were reversed, where Shai has like 13 points, and the Thunder score 130 points or something like that, and they're still in the game. He's not good enough for people to care. That's probably it. Yeah, Shai's an MVP. Edwards is like a cool, like maybe top 10 player, ish, something like that. Like, I get it. Yeah, they need to chill a little bit on the helping. I understand that you want to take Edwards out the game, which makes sense, obviously, and Randall, but like, just chill a little bit. Just chill out a little bit. Um, if you help a little less, we're probably gonna be fine. You can probably still contain them 1-on-1, but again, a lot of. I think Dante shot pretty bad. The Dante thing makes sense, but like the Nickel stuff today was insane. What was he today? 5 of 8 from free, 9 of 15 from the field, 23 points. He was their leading scorer. Alexander Walker was their leading scorer. It was literally like off the dribble 3 pointers, like hitting layups off closeouts. I cannot believe that. Open DiVincenzo freeze almost. Oh, the miscommunications. Yeah, the miscommunications were insane. We can we can look at that. It's like 3 straight plays where hold up, we skipped the play. Yeah, I think it's right here, right? So Shai's tagging the roller, I guess. Hardenstein tries to recover and Shai just doesn't. Okay. Yeah. That's the first one. I think they do the exact same thing the next time because Shai's just gonna continue like sinking the paint every single time. And this time another screen back. And this sequence made me crash out in real time. I think that's when I thought we actually might have lost the game. And then they got one off another inbound. This one was just a bit random, I'm pretty sure. This one wasn't like pretty sure just I have no idea what happened here. I think Lou and Chet had a miscommunication. That's insane. Yeah, I'm fine with leaving the Nickel open. I'm still not trusting him as a shooter, like today or not. But like Dante is definitely like a high level shooter for the most part, even though he struggled this postseason. Also, can the broadcast stop mentioning that him and share cousins? We like, bro, come on. We're in game 4, right? Like, we don't have to hear it every single time he gets on the floor. It's kind of disrespectful to him almost. Like, just mentioning it every single time. Yeah, you have to respect. You have to respect how he's played all series, honestly. Yeah. If SGA had 2 field goal attempts at half, the amount of 20K like tweets would be insane. Probably 50K, bro. Like, honestly. They'd be saying he's nothing without free throws, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm pretty sure Shai and had like the same amount of free throws outside of like the intentional fouling. Like, Shai got 6 free throws from intentionally fouling. Um, 6 or 8 maybe. So I think like Shai had like 8 fouls, 8 free throws. Edwards had like 6 or 7. Yeah. Yeah, I might have forgot their cousins. Man. Also, another thing, Mike Breen keeps like calling Shai Alexander Walker. It's happened like 2 or 3 times when he shoots a shot. It's like Alexander Walker with the free or something like that. I don't know how that mistakes keeps on happening, but yeah, Mike Breen got to lock in, man. Also respect Jaden McDaniels, bro. He's been insane on those mid range shots all year, all series, man. Love seeing. You guys remember when Dort and Ann had that like little push, like they had that like shove match together for like a few, for like a little sequence end of game three. I will say Shea got lucky on one mini at the end of the game because he high keyed elbow Nikhil on the neck. Oh, I know. I think I know which player you're talking about. But like that shot was so tough. I don't like. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care much because like the shot was so insanely tough. It might have been the next one. Yeah, it was the next one. It was the last. It was this one. Yeah. Did he elbow? Yeah, he did. Yeah. But it's such a tough shot. Like I could care less. I'm not gonna lie. I think Shea got one offensive rebound, offensive foul earlier on, like a similar play than that. So like it kind of evened out. I don't even know if he hit him in the net. He barely did. Yeah, I guess. I think it was a Denver series when someone called Shea nah, and he wasn't even there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that happens. Like I get it if it's the other way around. Like I someone get it because like Shea's you're saying Shea's name so much more than the Kel, right? I get it, but but how do you mess up Shea for his cousin like in that way? That doesn't really make sense. You're going to game five, Brandon, bro. Be loud, man. Be loud. Wear the shirt. I'm jealous of you, man. I wish I could go to conference finals game, but hey, have a good time, man. They're gonna close it out with Dude there, so it's gonna be awesome. The way people clip Dort and Ant, yeah, like literally Ant had that little shit, like little push. Dort went harder, and then they just kept doing their thing back to back. No, that's the funniest thing. That's the most random thing. Hotline Bling is it's a good song. That's such a random username, man. I don't know what inspired you to have that username, but anyways, yeah, like literally, Shay gets hate for making facial expressions. I've never seen that before. Like, I'm sorry, Shay can make a shot, miss a shot. Shay can be like foul baiting. Shay can play defense. He's always gonna have like a weird facial expression. I don't know why, but that's just how he plays during the game. He reacts a lot. So people using that to like go against Shay is always so funny to me. It's like a grown man on Twitter who has a thread of Shay's facial expressions. Yeah. Small chance I'm going to, Mystic said. Bro, that would be insane. I would be insane. I know those tickets are expensive, man, but it's once in a lifetime. I mean, hopefully not once in a lifetime, but like you get what I'm saying. If we're blessed enough, you're gonna make it out to a game. Bryce, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try, but like against it's like I can get there, but like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's like a long commitment, because like you're probably gonna be there for a few days. Hotel, travel, tickets, like finals tickets especially. Like I don't know, but I'll try. I'll definitely be there for a parade, no matter what. If there is a parade, I'll 100% be there. I'll be in Oklahoma for sure. Late June, I'll definitely be there. I don't know for a game though. That's gonna be kind of tough. I know it's 3-1, but I really do think we gotta close out next game. um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, this is a perfect time to close it out. I don't even have to explain us being in a similar circumstance before. There's no point in bringing that up. But um, yeah, I mean, winning this game was the entire purpose of winning this game is so you can close it out at home. You don't even though they won this game today. It's such a close game. Like Minnesota clearly had a lot in their advantage because they're at home. And again, I still don't really trust this team much on the road. I know they shot really well today, obviously, but like they still struggle so much all postseason. I'm not trying to like close out a series at home. I mean, on the road, no matter what. So yeah, tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Game five is definitely still a lot of pressure there. But I mean, you got a few chances now. No matter what, you got a few chances. That's all you wanted to do. Also, can we talk about the maturity in the clutch now? Like we go back to like what game three against Denver. Like the Thunder sucking clutch games. They literally physically cannot win clutch games in the playoffs. That was what I was talking about. Since then, they won game five. They won game four. And then won again game four today. So they're 3-1 in close. No, I think they're 3-0. I don't think game six against Denver was really that close of a game. So they won every single clutch game since then. So that's what I'm saying, man. This team has so much room to grow. Like that Denver series really made them grow up quickly. That was like the best. Even though it was stressful, it was the best for their development long term, no matter what. Same Roto will scare me. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Shea said himself. Yeah. They have so much. They have so much they haven't gone through. You know, like are we serious? SJ just threw himself in front of Ant. Okay, bro. This is why I don't spend much time on Twitter nowadays, man. I just tweet my stuff. I watch the games and I'm pretty much off it. You know. Outside of that's kind of it's kind of just an awful app now to use. Game three versus Denver is playing dividends right now. Paying dividends right now. Yeah, yeah. That that loss hurts so much, bro. They're down 2-1. They're down 2-1. Shea was off on the clutch. They get destroyed in overtime. Like everything went wrong in that game. It kind of felt kind of hopeless, you know. You're playing game four in Denver again. That's such an insane point to come back from. Who are y'all rooting for, Indy or New York? I'm rooting for New York. I'm rooting for New York. I think they're an easier matchup, and also I would I would prefer to play I would prefer to play in MSG. I think Shea playing in MSG would be pretty fun. Yeah, and the Pacers offense is kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to risk it against that type of offense, no matter how good our defense is. You know, I don't want any margin of error. Out of everything, this team, I love their demeanor this year. They've not they've not let much affect their attitude game by game throughout a single game. Yeah, I mean they literally lost by 40 last game, 40, 42 points, and Lou Dort versus Aaron Neesmith. Yeah, that would be a really fun. That would be a fun series, man. Shea in a finals game in MSG, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I'm rooting so hard for New York, just cause like the aura of it. I know that word's overused, right? But like that would just be fun, man. J Dub goes off in MSG, Shea goes off in MSG, Joe goes off in MSG. But I mean, almost everyone on the Thunder takes turns of going off in New York. Like you guys remember when Giddy owned New York for like 2 or 3 years. Every single time he played New York, he would get like a 25, 30 point triple double. It was insane. Um, no, Jalen Brunson's yeah, Jalen Brunson's nice, but like I'd much rather play like against like an ISO level offense, like an ISO offense that like a motion, like a pace transition offense like Indiana. I think they just like uh they just wear you out over time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The New York bias would be insane, but at this point, I don't even care. You know, like it's what's gonna happen. The two crowds would be so electric because New York is so starved for championships. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll be historic. You know, like New York playing in the finals for the first time since 2000s. 2000 was it 2000? They made the finals in like the late 90s. I know that. I don't know if they made the finals this century. Was it? They definitely made one, right? I think New York made one final this century, but again, it's been such a long time either way. They haven't even got this deep. Forget finals. So yeah, it would be an insane atmosphere. Yeah, either way, it's gonna be the same crowds. Indiana's crowd's great also. Yeah, Thunder Pacers would be insane. Rick was the Mavs coach, right? So yeah, we played against Rick a few times in the past. Yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna like a little sick right now. I'm probably gonna like end the stream in like 5 6 minutes, but again, I'm gonna post the end of game reaction. Like I have my live reaction that I had with like all the clips, kind of like I did for Game Four versus Denver. I'm gonna have it on YouTube uh by tonight. It'll take like an hour or so. probably just like to like edit the clip out real quick, but I'll post that later tonight. So y'all can stay tuned for that. But again, any last questions or whatever, but man, I'm gonna be smiling my way to sleep tonight, man. As probably all of you guys are probably gonna do. I'm not trying to play the Pacers shooting 45% from free every game. Yeah, like they just shoot so well from free. Like there's only so much you can control. You know, even when they're such a dominant defensive team. So I would probably just want to stay away from that type of team. Yeah, I appreciate it, Bryce. Again, I'll still answer a few more questions or anything, but just just let me know. Doris Burke gotta go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna sleep so good tonight. Yes, sir, man. I know it's late over there, Central Time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep. No, I have to go to classes tomorrow, but like, and I have work, but like, I'll try. I'll try. I think the Pacers. Yeah, I mean they're shooting like 40% on the playoffs, so like they're definitely gonna regress at some point. But who knows? I mean they're so deep already. You know who knows? All right, all right. I'm probably gonna call it. Again, appreciate if you guys like this stream. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. You know, support that. Um, yeah, I'll post that video later tonight, right now, and I'll be back. I'll be back for Game 5. Hopefully, we're talking about a finals preview or something, or like just talking about the finals, celebrating. I mean, I'm just thinking about that right now. That would be such a cool moment to have. You know, just celebrating a Western Conference championship, but still got one more game to go. One of the best games in Thunder history today. Just cherish that moment. You know, like probably top four, top five wins we've had in a while. So just cherish that moment. But yeah, I got nothing else to say, man. I appreciate all of y'all for coming out here, listening, um, chatting up with me. Makes it really fun after each game. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, man.